All right, welcome back upstairs. 60-59, WPI gets the win, and they're champions of the NUMAC in 2016. I'm joined by head coach Cherise Galasso as well as Stasha Greenalch, who made that incredible shot at the end of the game. I got to tell you, Stasha, to get us started, I've seen a lot of crazy endings to a lot of basketball games, but I've never had somebody hit the game-winning shot and then forget who made it right after it happened. Did you even realize when that shot went through that that was going to be the end?
At first it was shocking, and then I realized we still had 7 seconds to go get back on defense, so ran back, and then we got tip ball, and then it set in that we just won.
Coach, that was just a wild situation at the end. There's so many different ways a game can come down at the end. You called that timeout, and at that point, the entire game, it's out of your hands, it's out of Judy's hands, it's a one-point game. What did you tell your team during that timeout?
We knew exactly what we were going to do at that point, and we knew we were going to give the ball to Stasha. That's what our game plan is in that situation. The whole team, the coaching staff has a lot of faith and belief and trust in her, and she went with the primary option, got it for herself. If it wasn't there, she knew she had a couple other looks. So we were pretty confident going down there, and then we felt we wanted to not give them a lot of time to get an opportunity, so we were able to get a stop. So,
Stasha, it seemed from upstairs like you made a decision right away that you were going to take that ball to the basket. What did you see, and what led you through that thought process?
Well, coming off the deals, they ended up switching, so I knew I had a good matchup going one-on-one, and I just ended up getting right to the rim, so I just took it myself.
All right, Babson has been so tough for so long, and they were the ones that won the game in the regular season that got them the ability to host. You knew you were going to have to go through the best in order to win this league. How satisfying is it to do so, especially here?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of respect for Babson. They, like you said, they've kind of set the standard, especially the last 5 years. They've really dominated at times. That respect, obviously, this win means a heck of a lot. To be able to come in here and battle through with them and bring it home at the very end. So, yeah, it's definitely extremely satisfying.
All right, and Stasha, this game must have been an emotional roller coaster. You were up by a bunch, you were down by a bunch, had to come from back late to come back and win it. How were you and your teammates able to stay poised?
We talked since the beginning of the game it was going to be a game of runs. Each team is good defensively, good offensively, so they were going to go on their runs. We just had to battle emotionally back and handle it for our runs, and we ended up having the last run.
And Coach, you've had a tremendous season. You've had an outstanding record all throughout the year, but it hasn't really reflected in the rankings. So you've certainly had your detractors. You may or may not be talking to one right now. And congratulations on the win, but do you feel like you've now proven that your team has been this good all along?
I think we understood where the situation was, and we may have played some teams that were in a rebuilding phase or whatnot, but we really didn't pay any attention to that. We just kept plugging away and focusing on our business and believing in ourselves and each other. And this group is just, they care so much about each other. They've bought into each other. So yeah, I think that now this definitely gives us some validation, but for everyone else, not so much for us. We knew all along that we could do it.
And now you get into a strange situation where you don't know who you're going to play, you don't know where it'll be, but you'll have to get your team ready to take on an unknown opponent in an unknown location pretty quickly. How will you and your staff handle it?
I think we've been used to preparing for things like this, playing in tournaments. We've won a couple tournaments. I think our team is very confident in our ability to prepare. So I think we'll be ready. It'll be a very difficult opponent, but we're excited to just go and play someone outside of the NUMAC at this point and really have fun.
The very definition of a good problem to have, right?
Absolutely.
All right, I think everybody wants to see the net, so how about you show them that?
The net.
All right, congratulations to both of you on an amazing victory today, and best of luck in the NCAAs.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Cherise Galasso and Stasha Greenalch who hit the heroic shot here to win the championship for WPI. Your final score, 60-59, and WPI moving on to the dance.